welcome back to Easy Cooking with Linda B. Today, it's not a really pretty day out there. It's kind of raw, it's been misting, so it's on the coolish side, and I want to make something that's going to make me feel warm. And what I'm going to make today is a grilled cheese, but not an ordinary grilled cheese. I'm going to make a Mediterranean grilled cheese sandwich. I'm going to show you how I put it all together. Okay, so what you need for a very good grilled cheese sandwich is bread. You need good bread. So my local grocery store was a little disappointed, but Big Y did not have sourdough bread. However, I'm going to try this grains and seeds bread. It's very hearty. It looks really good. I mean, there's the outside of it. So I'm going to make 2 sandwiches, not just for me. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to take my bread out. Oh, this bread smells good. As soon as I opened the bag, look at that. That's beautiful. Okay, so that's a good bread. And sourdough is another really good bread. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to take out 2 smaller pieces. This will be for me. Okay, and this is going to be for Bob. So let's put this aside. So what I have here is spinach. What I need to do is wilt it down because I don't want to work with it like this. So I'm going to put it in the microwave. I'm going to give it probably about 45 minutes. I'll see how it does. It may need a minute. So I have about 3 cups of spinach in here. I'll be right back. Okay, so the spinach did only take 45 seconds. We had a little bit of a technical difficulty. When I was recording, it was very blurry. So anyway, during that time, I had added tomatoes. I had a small ramekin of cherry tomatoes that I diced. So I'm going to mix it in here with my spinach. Now, if you don't want tomatoes, you don't have to add them. Okay, what I have here is Brie cheese. I love Brie cheese. So what I've done is I've cut it into small pieces. So I'm going to place that right in here. Get that all in there. Don't want to miss anything on that. Okay, and then here I have some mozzarella and provolone cheese. It's shredded. I'm going to add some of that in there too. Just like that. So I'm making 2 sandwiches, so I got to add enough cheese for 2. And then here is feta cheese. So I'm going to add a few crumbles of that. Just like that. Okay. And I don't mind leftovers. If I have too much, trust me, I will use those up later. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of oregano. We want to get some seasoning in there. Just like that. And I'm going to add a little bit of thyme. That's my go-to spice. I love it. And what I want to do is try to help bind it together. So here is the oil that I'm using. This is olive oil with basil. So I'm shaking it because I want to get that basil in there. Okay. So I'm going to drizzle a little bit on here. Now I'm going to mix this together. Oh, that looks so good. Oh, it's so colorful. That's what I love about Mediterranean food. When you put it together, it's so colorful and it really is appealing. You get the eye appeal, you want to eat it, and it's just so good. Okay, so I'm going to get this all mixed up and then I'll come back and I'll show you what we do next. Okay, so now I have this all mixed together. It just looks gorgeous. Now what I'm going to do is assemble the sandwiches. So I'm going to take a good amount, generous amount, and put it on the bottom layer of the sandwich. Get all that goodness in there. Try to make sure you get enough tomatoes. Get this evenly spread out. I don't know if I mentioned it, but you could use sun-dried tomatoes if you prefer. I love fresh tomatoes. I'm going to put a little more over here. Okay. That looks good. Hon, how does that look for you? Does that look good?
Looks delicious.
Okay, great. All right, now because this is for Bob and he had a special request, he wanted to have some red onion. Not part of my recipe, but You can see I'm putting it on it. He loves onion. Oh, let's see. Let's break that up a little bit. All right. You tell me when, babe. Yeah, I put enough on.
Yeah, that's good.
That's good? Okay. All right. So right now that looks perfect. So I'm going to cover this up just like that. I'm telling you, it smells absolutely wonderful. So I got to be careful because it's kind of big and I don't want to lose all the good stuff. In here, I have that same olive oil that I used in the cheese mixture. And I'm going to now brush that on the top. You don't use butter. If you're doing Mediterranean, avoid butter. You always use good olive oil. So brush that right on the top and get it completely covered. Because what we'll do is we'll flip this, we're going to put this face down into the pan. And then when it's cooking, I'll put another layer of that oil on the top. Okay, I'm changing my strategy here because that's such a large slice of bread and it's kind of heavy. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the olive oil and I'm going to, in the area I'm going to put his sandwich, I'm going to brush it on here. So I'm not going to be able to get it on the top layer. Right now I have my pan heating up. It's very important you have it heated up before you put your bread in. And this is on a medium low. I'm going to cook it slow. Okay, I'll get that on here. So let's give this a shot and see how it does. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so now it's on there. I'm going to probably turn it up just a hair more, okay? And the pan's hot. So now I'm going to let Bob's cook. I'm going to assemble mine and I'll put that in the pan. And then when they're done, I'll come right back to you. They're looking good. Actually, they're ready to come out of the pan. So what I did too was I made sure I flattened it because as you can see, I lost a couple tomatoes. That's because the cheese didn't hold it together. But now there's resistance to the top. So this is ready to come out. I've got it turned off. I'm going to bring it over to here. Ah, can't wait to try this one. All right, ready? I'm going to cut it on bias, just like this. Oh, look at that. Oh, that looks so delicious. You could see the spinach, you could see the tomato, you see the cheeses. Okay, I'm going to place it on top of my plate like this. Okay, so now we're going to go in for a taste test. What I realized is I probably could have really packed this with that cheese and spinach, but I didn't. It's the first time I've made this. So that's okay. You live and you learn. So now time for a bite. Mm, mm, so delicious. I'll be right back. Make sure I don't have spinach on tape now. No? Okay. Okay, this is just so delicious. Bob even had a bite. He loves it. The only thing I think I would add to this is some mustard. I love mustard. I like the tang. I like the vinegar. So what I would do is probably put a little more or put mustard on one, maybe the bottom layer. I think that would be good. So make it the way you like it, but get that cheese in there, get those vegetables, and you get the seasoning in there, and it is perfect. So I hope you enjoyed watching my video of me making these awesome, and I do mean awesome, Mediterranean grilled cheese sandwiches. And remember, everyone, enjoy life and never stop learning. Bye now.